The Black News Channel has filed bankruptcy, and according to employees, they didn't even get their last paycheck. This is a problem. All right, I got a problem with this. And I know some people personally who work at the Black News Channel. They need their damn paycheck. So let's put up a picture of Mr. Khan, all right? Let's put his picture up. Let me give you some background to this. Black News Channel, which shut down operations just 2 years after making its debut, has now filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Florida. Rashad Khan is the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, multi-billionaire. According to last estimate, he's worth between 9 to 11 billion. Okay, all right. They filed Chapter 11. Okay, there are people. I'm not talking about paying out contracts. All right, that's a different discussion, and he needs to do that too. I'm talking about folks that were working, that were supposed to get a paycheck, and they did not. Sir, that's called slavery. Okay. These individuals depend on that paycheck. They depend on that check, from producers to engineers, support staff, vendors. They're not wealthy like you. And I know you're disconnected from the reality of their everyday existence because you have so much money, there's no way you can be connected to real folk. But these individuals worked. They woke up in the morning, they stayed late, and they worked. They deserve their money, okay? They deserve their money. Put his picture up again. Since this happened, I have been contacted by members of that staff at Black News Channel. I have had to personally give money to people at that station because this multi-billionaire has refused to give them that last damn paycheck. What is Chapter 11 bankruptcy? Chapter 11 bankruptcy, or reorganization. The employee remains in business and tries to reorganize and emerge from bankruptcy as a financially sound company. Many employees may remain at work and continue to be paid and receive benefits. However, some may be laid off. They had a massive layoff not too long ago. This is supposed to be a reorganization opportunity, and people should at least get their last paycheck. In its Monday filing, the Tallahassee-based network listed 10 million to 50 million in liabilities and estimated between 200 and 999 creditors are owed money. All right, let me give you a quote. They filed for bankruptcy faster than they paid their employees the money they're owed. That's what one former employee told The Wrap on Tuesday. I received a partial payment this morning for 2 weeks of work. They still owe me for another week. That former staffer was one of roughly 230 who were let go last Friday when the channel ceased operations. The network plans to air repeats for the rest of this month. The hiring spree came as Rashad Khan, the billionaire owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, injected a reported $50 million into the network and became the principal investor. So according to my sources, Mr. Khan came to the game. He came to the BNC channel. He wanted to get into the industry of news broadcasting. He did so. He signed a multi-year agreement. He said, I will be the surety here and I will take care of what's needed for this amount of time. Well, something happened. He decided after 2 years to pull his money out, be in breach of the contractual agreement, file Chapter 11, and here you go. All right, okay. The people who are owed a paycheck, sir, need to get that. All right, I can't miss the fact that this is virtually an all black staff here. All right, let's not have any problems. Let's put up a picture of the CEO of BNC, Princell Hare, who according to my sources, he tells people his hands are tied because the investor was surety for the money, which the investor said he's not paying people. Okay, all right, Ms. Khan, thoughts on this?
First, there's no relation between me and this guy, obviously. But there's first of all, it speaks to independent media, right? And why it's so hard to come by, because media takes a lot of money to get broadcast to get to the people, right? So you need investors. They're kind of like a necessary evil in a lot of ways for a lot of programming. So it's very sad. But on top of that, the fact that he's just not paying people and filing for bankruptcy instead, it feels like something out of the Trump playbook, right? Like there's so many instances of Trump not paying people, not paying contractors, employees, whatever, and how many times he's filed for bankruptcy instead. So it's all very it's very sad, but the bigger problem that I have, I guess, is how much easier it would be if you would just pay people what they're owed, right? And even as a multi-billionaire, the fact that he has all the money is one thing, but also you mentioned that he's disconnected from the people. And I think that's something that people actually underestimate, how disconnected very rich and powerful people are from the general populace, right? To them, $1,000 is a drop in the bucket. They don't even consider the fact that people don't have $1,000 in their bank account at any given moment, and that people are living from paycheck to paycheck. $1,000 missing is your rent payment, right? You can't make rent if you're missing $1,000. So they really just don't think about it, or they're too selfish. I mean, obviously you have to be a little bit selfish to become a billionaire in the first place, and you have to be willing to do things like filing for bankruptcy rather than paying people to become a billionaire. So it's all a big problem with the billionaires, and it's a fight that we're all actively in, and hopefully something will come from that.
Yeah,
eventually.
They need to get paid. All right, they work, they need to get a paycheck.